Okay, this should begin streaming very soon. I want to give it a minute to catch up because I know there's always a little lag. I won't be able to see the chat channel on this one, so I'm kind of going in blind. If you want to talk during this, the voice channel on Discord called Election is open, and I will be in there, and your comments will be broadcast. So, without any more interruption, this is the results for the election on November 8th, 2016. And there were several positions for this election. There were 3 ministry seats, 9 legislative seats. I want to give it a minute to catch up. The mayors of London, York, and a big glass city. We also had a referendum for a constitutional amendment. I believe it was called the Judicial Expansion. And so I'm going to start with these results. And I guess there's no one in the channel because I'm not hearing anything. So we're going to begin with Mayor of London. The Mayor of London is, now there was only one name on the ballot here. So at number 1 with 159 points is Mr. Underground, who has been re-elected mayor on this one. So I'm kind of going in blind. And I believe this is his 3rd term in office. For Mayor of York, we had 2 candidates, and there was a little confusion right when the ballots opened because one of the candidates was accidentally left off of the list. Your comment. There were 2 votes that were done without him on the list. Both of the voters were contacted and clarified their vote. They were made aware of the situation, and after that, there was no problem with the votes. So all that's in the clear. So these 2 candidates, number 2 with 109 points is AJO Kitty. AJO Kitty is the current mayor of a big glass city, and he tried to switch over to York this time, and he was unsuccessful. For number 1 at 129 points, a 20-point lead, I Am Teehee has been re-elected mayor of York. For the election, and I Am Teehee is the one who was accidentally left off the ballot, and this was corrected. For mayor of a big glass city, the city that used to be AJO's, that was AJO's mayorship, only had 1 candidate this time because AJO was going for York. So at 162 points, EMAS 100 is the mayor of a big glass city. So now we're going on to the legislature, and the results here are a little strange because there was a very short list of candidates, so a lot of seats had to be reassigned. This is why I said last election, it is very important to provide a candidate list to cover these situations. So these results may seem a little odd in that regard, that a lot of the parties that won seats did not have alternates. So, beginning with the Global Socialist Initiative, they have 3 seats, which go to Mr. Tardis, 97, who has been serving in legislature for quite some time, Friesend, and AJO Kitty, who is the mayor of a big glass city right now, and did not succeed in his bid for York, but he did succeed in becoming a legislator in a big glass city. For the National Democratic Party, 2 seats were awarded to Bison Fingers and King Ladislav Jagiello. And so the Pirate Party, Jay Hilden has claimed a seat. And for Space Communists, who were previously a very significant party, in this case only submitted a single candidate. So Lord Minas has won a seat in this election. For NEO, 1 seat has gone to Sikir. He had previously been an independent candidate, however, this time he ran on an NEO ticket. I'm going to start with these results. And Charisarian And I see that I still have the misspelling from the previous election on here, but it should say Charisarian won a seat with an alternate. He actually had won 2 seats, and his second seat was reassigned because he did not have an alternate. And finally, regarding the ministry, the first seat is 79 points for Pinkerton 3, which I believe he is new to the ministry. So, welcome Pinkerton 3. For the second seat, unlike Bob, has been appointed to the ministry. And finally, the final minister, I see that I have a little typo here, goes to
the mayor of London. Now there was only one name on the ballot here.
Election result thing
at number 1 with 159 points.
I did forget to add the referendum to these results. But I can say the referendum failed to get a 2/3 majority of registered voters, and so it did not succeed. I'm trying to recall the number. I will have to check on the number, and I will resume the broadcast with that number in just a moment.